Alright, we're live. And I actually made it today. I didn't think I would actually have time to stream today, but I kept my promise from yesterday. Anyways, yeah, what we are doing today is we are looking at the fall 2024 anime. And this is actually like the perfect time because there's everything has already been announced, I think, and this is all before the first episode of each anime has come out, so we're like we're on time. I don't know what's the right word, but you may notice that I might sound different. That's because I just woke up like an hour or two ago. I wanted to get some sleep before I streamed because I was really tired today, so I wanted to sleep. So if my voice sounds different, that is why. It's because just woke up. But yeah, let's get started, I guess. And it's it's not here. You know, I don't think I've ever shown the back or behind the what's it called, the screen. But yeah, it's a bunch of my backgrounds are just pictures I got off Pinterest. But I don't have my, there we go. I don't know why that wasn't already there to begin with, so my bad. So let's begin looking at the fall 2024 seasonal anime. The first six are sequels. We have, I don't think I've ever, oh, I remember this. The only reason I know this is because I think CDawg VA, the YouTuber that I watch, voiced in it. But I didn't know this was popular, and especially popular enough for it to be the most popular of the season. At least that's, yeah, it's sorted by popularity. So like, I was doubting myself earlier, or yesterday, because I thought that there's no way that these are the most popular. But then again, I don't know what it's being, I just dropped something. I don't know what it's being rated by in terms of popularity. If it's like how many people are planning to watch it, or like how good people think it is. I don't know. But yeah, the next one is ReZero Season 3. I actually have a story about ReZero. Back when I watched the first season, I gave it a 10 out of 10. And then I was super excited for Season 2. I watched it while it was airing, but I never got to finish it. And to this day, I still haven't finished it, and it's my longest, or one of my longest anime that on like my anime list is still listed as watching. But I haven't watched an episode in like 2 years. I think Season 2 came out in let me check. Season 2 zero. It came out in, it doesn't say. Oh, 2021. So it has been, it ended airing in 2021. And that was like 20 episodes in. When did the first episode air? Okay, well, it doesn't go that far down. But yeah, I'm not gonna be watching Season 3 of ReZero, even though I love the show, because it's been a while since I would have to like restart Season 2, because it's been so long. And I also thought that there already was a Season 3 of ReZero, to be honest. I don't know why. The next one is Arifureta Season 3. This is another anime that I've heard of back when like the Prime anime community And I didn't know that it only had 2 seasons before this. And I didn't know it was popular either. And then another season 2, or 3, or 5 actually. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? I watched season 1 of this, like 3 or 4 years ago. And I don't think I ever watched season 2. I thought the first season was it was alright. So it definitely doesn't warrant having 5 seasons. I didn't even know there was 5 seasons. Or like 4 before this. I thought maybe there was 3 at most, because I knew there was a season 2. But I didn't know there was this is the 5th one. Shangri-La Frontier. This is a seasonal anime that was in one of my previous videos, so it's a rather new anime. It's getting a season 2. The next one is as a reincarnated aristocrat, I'll use my appraisal skill to rise in another world, season 2. I ran out of breath reading that name. But I think this is also another. The season 1 of this was also pretty new. Obviously, you know my opinion on this type of show. But you'll get to hear it again, because our first new anime of the season is Loner Life in Another World. When sarcastic loner Haruka gets transported with his class to another world, haven't heard that before, he's not wild about adventuring, but he wouldn't have, damn, okay, I can't read. This is what happens when you try to stream right after waking up. But he wouldn't mind having some cool powers. Unfortunately, he's last in line when the magic cheat skills get divvied up. So by the time it's Haruka's turn, there are no good choices left. Now Haruka will have to take on his fantasy world the hard way, on his own. With a hodgepodge of bizarre skills, when in fighting and chaos break out among his classmates, can this loner come to the rescue? I think I've like kind of run out of things to say about shows like this. I've already shat on them. I've already said why I don't like them. I've already said so much shit about them, and they're the same every time, so what else do you want me to say? I don't know. But the next one is Blue Lock. Another season, I'm guessing, of Blue Lock. I personally haven't watched Blue Lock. I've heard it's pretty good or pretty popular, and I'm sure the fans are really happy about this. But I really never got into sports anime to begin with. Another new one, finally. Out of, like, this is our 9th one so far, and it's our only 2nd new one. Dan. I can't remember where I heard about it, but I do remember it. People like hyping this up a lot. But I don't know anything about it. This is a story about Momo, a high school girl who comes from a family of spirit mediums, and her classmate Okarun, an occult fanatic. After Momo rescues Okarun from being bullied, they begin talking. However, an argument ensues between them, since Momo believes in ghosts but denies aliens exist, and Okarun believes in aliens but denies ghosts exist. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, okay, I thought that was the end of the thing. Okay, there's a lot more. To prove to each other what they believe in is real, Momo goes to an abandoned hospital where a UFO has been spotted, and Okarun goes to a tunnel rumored to be haunted. To their surprise, they each encounter overwhelming paranormal activities that transcend comprehension. Amid these predicaments, Momo awakens her hidden power, and Okarun gains the power of a curse to overcome these new dangers. Their fateful love begins as well. Okay, so I guess this is like well, it says right here, supernatural, but it's a comedy as well, which I think is interesting. And apparently they're gonna fall in love, but it's not like, I guess, the main focal point, because it's not one of the tags. I might give this a watch just because of how much it's been hyped up. Next one is another season of Bleach, which I haven't gone into. I've never been a big fan of Bleach in the past. Even back when I was like fans of like battle shonens and stuff. It's been a while since I've watched any battle shonens. I think the last one was like the last season of Attack on Titan, and even before that there was not really anything that was battle shonen that I really was intrigued with. But the next one is didn't expect to see this here. Sword Art Online Alternative, Gun Gale Online 2. I think the first season of this came out maybe 2017 or 2018, something like that. And the only thing I know about it is that the Anime Man, a YouTuber, I don't know if anyone nowadays even knows the Anime Man, because he's like one of the biggest YouTubers from the peak anime YouTube times, before like all the TikTok stuff. But yeah, he said that he described it as Sword Art Online if it was written by a better writer. So maybe this second season could be good or whatever. I want to Gun Gale Online. Okay, it is from 2018, so it's very old. It took 6 years to get a season 2. I've never seen it. Apparently, by the way, Sword Art Online is still going, or at least the last time I checked, it was still going. It had like a new season or something. I think I stopped watching Sword Art Online at the first season of that. I can't remember what it's called. What is it called? It had that like blonde guy, and I thought it was really bad. Alicization, that's what it's called. The first season of Alicization, I thought it was terrible. I felt what people felt about the original Sword Art Online, but everyone said that it was like just Sword Art Online, but better or whatever. So I don't know. Maybe I'm the odd one out. But let's get to the next one. The healer who was banished from his party is in fact the strongest. I'm shaking my head in real life right now because I'm just really they can't keep getting away with this. Is that wait? I mentioned a character that looked like Noir Vesper, the VTuber, in the last stream. That's an interesting poster. But that character right there looks oddly like Noir Vesper. He's even got like the hair in front of his eyes. If you don't know who I'm talking about, this is who I'm talking about. He looks exactly like him. Damn. And this guy also looks like he's wearing like Friren's outfit. But let's see what this is about, because I'm sure it'll be I bet it's gonna be the greatest anime of all time. A healer gets booted from his party because the leader notices he isn't really contributing much to the team. Soon enough, the healer must look for new members to party with. After finding a cute martial artist to work together with, he reveals his secret. While he's a fairly mediocre healer, he actually fights well in close combat. This is a story of a support who's secretly a DPS, and where the entire conflict stems from the fact that he never told his party he was a DPS. Again, as I said earlier, what else do you want me to say about this? There's really no way you can continue a story interestingly, at least going off of this specific synopsis. Yeah, definitely not watching that. Is this a second season of something? It usually doesn't tell me on this website. Cause why I think that is because there's just the letter R right there. Usually anime like this have anime with like random letters or another season of something. But I think this is a new anime. I've never heard of it, so let's just read the synopsis. Akira Ono finds himself in a world of Infinity Game as the last boss of his favorite character, the demon lord Hakuto Kunai. After meeting Aku, Luna, and other friends along the way, the demon lord begins a new journey to find a spell that can take him back to the real world. The story of the demon lord continues in this next chapter. This whole synopsis makes it seem like it is a new anime, but the last sentence makes it feel like that it's a continuing anime. I don't know, it's confusing. I'm confused. But I'm just gonna talk about it as if it is a new anime because I've never heard of it. So why I think this would actually be slightly better than all the other cesspool isekais is because he actually wants to get back to his world, which gives him a goal to work towards, instead of just the other isekai where you can keep shitting out content forever without any goal for the main character. And I guess it is sort of interesting that he is reincarnated as the main villain, although obviously that's been done with like Overlord. But I don't think you see it very much, since the authors maybe think like, oh, that's been overdone, and then they don't do it, and then everyone keeps thinking that, and then there's not that many. I don't know, I'm giving it probably the benefit of the doubt, and it's gonna be absolutely dog shit, but you never know. Next one is You Are Mrs. Servant, or Miss Servant. One day, high schooler Hitoyoshi gets an unexpected visit from a maid at his home. With her black hair, graceful manners, and a peculiar request to be hired, she turns out to be a former assassin with a knack for clumsiness. Their encounter leads to a shared life under one roof, where her emotionless heart begins to stir. This is the story of a lonely maid finding a family. This whole time, while reading the synopsis, I kind of felt like this is just Spy Family without the kid, right? Let's take a look at the studio. They did Nekopara. I honestly, I didn't even know Nekopara had an anime. There's another Nekopara anime. Wow, there's a lot of Nekopara. But yeah, I feel like this could be good, but I also feel like it could just be a complete ripoff of Spy Family. Because Spy Family in Japan is massive, so there's gonna be some people who get inspired or directly take the concept of Spy Family. So this could be good. The next one, Let This Grieving Soul Retire. 6 childhood friends make a vow one day to become treasure hunters and eventually grow to be the strongest heroes in the world. During his first quest, Cry Andre realizes he isn't cut out for the job. Even so, his friends make him their leader. Underpowered in the face of great expectations, Cry embarks on a reluctant hero's tale of glory, headaches, and wanting to retire early. So it is one of those like generic fantasy anime, but I guess the twist for this one is that the main character doesn't want to do anything, which just makes it worse, I'm gonna be honest. Why would you want to watch that? I think I would rather watch a generic fantasy anime with no twist than to watch this one. I can't believe it. The trend of the generic isekai or fantasy anime are just continuing season after season. It's just like, it's like a fate worse than hell. Next one is actually a unique one. Man, I'm so happy to see this. Blue Box. It is about sports, and it is about badminton and basketball. Two sports that I've never seen that I never thought would see. Damn, I cannot. I'm sure. I'm so sorry for not being able to fucking talk. Again, I just woke up, so my brain is still kind of bamboozled. Anyways, do these sports cross lovers have a chance? Taiki Inomata loves badminton, but he has a long way to go before he can reach nationals. When Taiki sees upperclassman Chinatsu Kano practicing her heart out on the girls' basketball team, he falls for her hard. After an unexpected turn of events, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I can't read. After an unexpected turn of events, there we go. Bring the two close together. Sports might not be the first thing on their minds anymore. Okay, so I was gonna say that this is more unique, which it is for this season, but every single season has their like 1 to 4 romance anime that people are probably gonna forget about after the season ends, and this is probably that. It is a 2-core series, so they're putting a lot of budget into this. Hopefully it'll be good. I've never heard of the manga it was based off of. I didn't mean to click that. What's this studio? They did Tower God, Nagatoro, Orange. Okay, yeah, I'm not very good with recognizing studio names unless they're like the big Titan ones. But yeah, I actually sometimes do enjoy the seasonal romances. So that could be good, even though I'm not personally into sports. But the next one, the most notorious talker runs the world's greatest clan. Okay, Noel is the grandson of legendary seeker over death, and dreams of surpassing his strength. But it turns out that Noel is nothing but a talker, the weakest class of them all. Undeterred, he uses his silver tongue to gather allies, develop cunning strategies, and form the greatest clan around. Now, as the most notorious talker, Noel will do whatever it takes to claim supremacy. So this is just a power fantasy anime about a yapper? Really? I don't believe it. It's basically like the other one. They both are useless. I don't understand. But this next one I'm probably also not going to understand. Goodbye Dragon Life. Long ago, the most ancient of divine dragons was slain by a human. The mighty dragon accepted his death, when suddenly it was reborn as Dolan, a man who lives in a quiet village. While spending another peaceful day toiling in the fields, he meets Selena, a half-human, half-snake creature, looking for a partner. The unlikely duo become friends, but challenges lie ahead that threaten their new bond. I don't even want to commentate on that one. It's all the same. It's genuinely all the same. Okay, next one, actually something probably interesting, hopefully. Demon Lord 2099. This is probably gonna be, before I even read the synopsis, I'm going to guess it's probably gonna be like a cyberpunk-ish take on the generic fantasies. So that's at least something that's majorly different. Hopefully it's not just like one of those generic fantasies with a like cyberpunk skin on top of it. It is a light novel adaptation, so I don't have my hopes up. No offense against the light novels, but you guys don't have a good reputation. 5 centuries ago, Demon Lord Vidal, or Veltol, reigned over an immortal nation. Now the time has come for him to awaken once again. The year is 2099, and civilization has reached peak evolution, leading to a high-tech landscape with towering skyscrapers. Nothing like he's conquered before. Velto may be a relic of the past, but make no mistake, this new world will be for his taking. Okay, to me, even though it sounds sort of generic, it sounds pretty interesting and intriguing, because I'm always a fan of when someone in the past gets awoken or reborn or whatever in the future. I loved Kongming, your boy Kongming. That was such a good show. And if this is anything like that, even though that's a comedy and this is an action, if this is somewhat like that, then maybe it could be good. Oh, it's not a seasonal anime review if we don't have a villainous anime. Like, in the previous video, I was so tripped up because I couldn't tell if all these villainous anime were related to each other, but I'm pretty sure they're not, and they're just all using the same idea of becoming a villainess. I don't know. But let's see what the synopsis is. Me, the same girl who hates all those prim and proper heroines, got reincarnated as the villain in the world of my favorite fantasy dating sim. It's my dream come true, so I'm going to leave my mark on history by becoming the world's greatest villain. But to do that, I'll need to get a lot stronger and a lot smarter. Just one problem. The harder I try to be evil, the harder the prince falls for me. At this rate, will I ever get to earn my place in history? So I feel like all these villainous shows are just like the girl version of all the generic power fantasy isekais. Cause they all, again, these all sound the same as the other villainous shows. Next one, actually, something that's unique again, so that's nice. 365 days to the wedding. Takuya and Rika work at the same travel agency in Tokyo and are both happily introverted and single. But their company is opening a new branch in Alaska next year, and employees without a spouse will be recruited to work there. Desperate to avoid the move. Why don't you want to go to Alaska? Everyone loves Alaska. And though they've hardly spoken before, they decided to fake an engagement. Can these quiet coworkers become a convincing couple? Okay, you know what? That's actually pretty interesting. My standards are low because, you know, all the isekais, but I feel like that could be pretty fun. Let's take a look. Wow, this is actually decently popular. Don't think it's aired yet, you know. It's airing in 3 days. Okay, so yeah, this looks actually pretty interesting. I feel like the manga would be a lot funner to read than the anime to watch. I don't know why I get that feeling, but this art style kind of seems like it'll have a good manga but not a good anime. Just from experiences, like, actually, you know, I can't think of one that has like a romance that has a bad manga or a good manga and a bad anime. At least off the top of my head. I know there is some, but I just can't think of it. Next one is another season of Blue Exorcist. I've never seen it, but you know, I haven't heard anyone talk about Blue Exorcist in a while. It was like one of the biggest anime in the 2010s, but I haven't heard anyone talk about it this decade, I feel like. It's just things like Jujutsu Kaisen have taken its place, I guess. But yeah, I never got into it. Next one is Uzumaki. This is a manga by Junji Ito, which historically manga or anime adaptations of Junji Ito manga aren't the best. But that comes from the fact that Junji Ito, he is such a genius with how, I mean, I've never read any of his manga actually. I'm coming clean. Fake manga fan, but what I do know about him is that he is so good at utilizing what is normal about manga and taking it and turning it like completely unique and completely scary So anime adaptations never really do it justice because it everything that's good about it comes from it being a manga. So I'm kind of worried to see where this goes. It's 4 episodes only, but I have seen on TikTok that there was a trailer for it, I think, or something, and it looked pretty promising. But trailers, that's what trailers are supposed to do, is to make them be, you know, enticing or whatever. But let's read the synopsis, because I actually can't remember off the top of my head what this is about. Let's leave this town together, asks Shuichi Saito, a former classmate of Kirie Goshima, a high school girl who was born and grew up in Korozu-cho. Everything from a strange whirlwind, billowing smoke from the crematorium in the residence is turning into spirals. People's eyes spin in whirls, a tongue spirals, and the bodies twist unnaturally. In an attempt to escape the curse of the spirals, Kirie decides to flee Kuozucho, but can she get away from this turmoil? Okay, so it's kind of like how I interpreted it is that there's a quote-unquote disease that's going on and she's trying to escape, which doesn't on the surface sound interesting, but Junji Ito's like a mastermind at writing, so I'm sure it'll be at least well written. Next one. The do-over damsel conquers the Dragon Emperor. Jill breaks out of prison the night before she's set to be executed by her fiancé, Crown Prince Gerald. She's struck by an arrow while escaping, but instead of dying, she's transported 6 years into the past, to the night she and Gerald met. Desperate to alter fate, she instead proposes to the first man she sees, Hadis Teos Rave, by her enemy in the future. This is her last chance to get it right. Okay, so in the past like couple seasons I've seen anime that are pretty similar to this, where this girl needs to be executed and then she gets traveled or sent in the past. So it could be like just another clone of those, but it could be unique because you're the main character is like going for her enemy. So that's the only part that's like, yeah, that might be interesting. How far are we? We still have a decent amount left. Oh, I just spoiled myself. I just actually spoiled myself. Okay, wait. I shouldn't have looked. Cause now I'm excited to get all the way down there. Oh no. Okay. Anyways, tying the knot with an Amagami sister. Uryu Kamihate is a high school student striving to enter Kyoto University's medical school. After being raised at an orphanage, Uryu is taken in by the chief priest at Amagami's shrine, where he begins to live as a freeloader and to cohabit with Yae, Yuna, and Asahi, the 3 beautiful shrine maiden sisters. What's more, the condition he must meet in order to live at the shrine for free is to marry into the family and inherit the shrine. How will Uryu overcome his marriage meetings with the 3 sisters, as well as the many challenges that Amagami Shrine faces? So begins a miraculous rom-com about living under the same roof as 3 shrine maidens. This reminds me so much of this anime I watched a couple seasons ago. It was called like Tenpuru or something. And it sounds exactly like that, but that was an ecchi and this is just a comedy harem. So this just sounds like that, but a little bit tamer. The animation looks pretty high budget. It's done by the same studio who did To Your Eternity and Konosuba. Okay, no wonder I haven't heard of this studio. The only big thing they did was To Your Eternity, specifically Season 2, and Konosuba. And Uzumaki this season. But yeah, I think it could be decent if they actually write it well. Same with every other fucking anime. Rurouni Kenshin. That's interesting because I'm pretty sure about like a year and a half ago, the author of Rurouni Kenshin was arrested for some suspicious things that I probably don't want to mention on stream. So I'm surprised they're still making Rurouni Kenshin. Next one is Suma Show. It's a comedy drama reincarnation romance slice of life. Okay, I did not expect reincarnation. Keisuke Nijima has lived in grief since his wife Takai passed away 10 years ago. But when a young girl visits, claiming to be Takai reincarnated... Oh, this is this anime! Keisuke and his daughter, Mai, are drawn into a miraculous reunion as the girl reveals intimate details only they could know. The Nijima family begins to heal slowly, rediscovering love and warmth in the most unexpected way. Okay, so while I was reading that, I'm like, this reminds me a lot of an anime that I'm pretty sure is coming out this season, but this is the exact one. What is the English title for this? It is so funny how people get upset at this. If my wife becomes an elementary school student. Okay, so I have many words to say about this. First of all, no, it is not some predatory thing. I remember the only thing I really know about it is on TikTok, these people uploaded parts of the live action of this, and it was cute. It was fun, and people, I feel like I can't tell if people, when they're actually angry at this, if they're joking or if they're actually like, no, this is oh my god, this is predatory, this is like whatever, right? But no, it's absolutely not that. It's supposed to, the focal point is not that his wife is an elementary school student. The focal point is that she comes back after 10 years after her death, and they get to reunite as a couple. And I don't know how to say it or explain it too much without like sounding like I want to. Okay, that I'm not gonna say what I was about to say. But no, it's supposed to be a reunion story instead of a dating elementary school girl story. It just happens that I'm sure there's gonna be jokes in it where it's like, oh no, I can't go out in public with her because people are gonna think she's my daughter, or I'm can I say that word? The GROOMING word. But that I don't think people understand whether, if they're actually angry at this, if they just don't understand the point of the show, or if they're just genuinely like angry. I don't know. But I also make jokes. It's like, hey, are you guys watching my wife becomes an elementary school student next season? Oh yeah, I'm so hyped, cause for like shock value or whatever. Cause when people first hear it, obviously they're surprised. But as obviously what I said about it being a reunion story, I think it's going to be cute. I think it's going to be very fun, and not in a weirdo way at all. I just think that people either make jokes about it, or they just don't understand the point and they're jumping to conclusions. Anyways, rant over. Next one is another season of Dragon Ball? Dragon Ball Daima? What is this? Cause this is like Kid Goku, where he was in the first ever season of Dragon Ball. I watched Dragon Ball. A little bit of it, and this looks like relatively the same thing. I think, I don't know. Does he? Oh no. Okay, so I originally thought it was a remake, but no, it is a story about Goku and his friends all turning small. Okay, I'm not gonna read the synopsis because it is a continuation. So let's go to the next one. Yakuza fiance Raise wa Tainin ga ii. Okay, this art style, let's take a look at it for a second. This looks like 90s shoujo. Okay, not that, but the image I had before on LiveChart seemed like it, but this looks pretty modern. Like, this seems very 90s. I don't know if they did that on purpose or something. Some Renji is Some Yoshino's grandfather and leader of the Some group, the Kansai region's biggest Yakuza group. When he arranges for to be married to Miyama Kirishima, Yoshino has to move to Miyama clan estate, the Kanto region's biggest Yakuza group. Kirishima warmly welcomes Yoshino, and is such a pleasant, personable, and nice young man that nobody would suspect that he comes from a Yakuza family. This puts Yoshino at ease, even though she was initially feeling insecure in this unfamiliar place. But then a certain event leads to Yoshino witnessing the real Kirishima. Okay, I think this is pretty interesting. The synopsis is good. The plot is unique, so I think this actually could be good. Next one, something that I am relatively actually excited about. But before I tell you why I'm excited about it, I have to get more water. Okay, so while I was coming back from getting more water, I accidentally slammed my leg into my desk, so that hurts a lot. But Ranma 1/2 2024. I love Ranma 1/2. The funny thing is I never finished it, actually, because I got 120 something episodes into it, and I think there's 160, give or take. And I've always been meaning to finish it because it's so good. But they're releasing a remake of it this year. I forget what the author, the mangaka, is called, but another one of her works. Another one of her works, Urusei Yatsura, was also remade in 2022, and apparently I never saw the original. And I did watch a little bit of the remake, but I never, or people said that it wasn't good, at least not as good as the original. So I'm hoping that this is going to be good, because I really don't want them to do Ranma 1/2 dirty. I did see on Mal that it was an ecchi, So hopefully they're not taking away the ecchi aspect, because I really hate it when they try to censor stuff for the newer anime fans, especially for remakes like this. But yeah, it doesn't say it's an ecchi on this website, but it does on Mal. So we maybe they're gonna like tone it down. I mean, it wasn't really that ecchi in the first place, so hopefully they don't really change the amount of it. But yeah, let's get to reading. I'm sure everyone knows what Ranma 1/2 is about, but we're gonna read it anyways. Being a teenage martial artist isn't easy, especially for Ranma Saotome. During a training mission, Ranma takes an accidental dunk in the legendary Cursed Spring in China. Now every time he's splashed with cold water, he changes into a girl. That would be enough to complicate anyone's life. Honestly, gonna be honest, sounds like a dream. Even without the arranged fiancé who doesn't like him, or says she doesn't. And the constant stream of rivals and suitors for both his male and female forms. What's a half guy, half girl to do? Again, yeah, I've already said my opinions on Ranma 1/2. Such a great show. It's long as hell. I can't, let me look how long the Urusei Yatsura remake was. It had 2 seasons. I forgot about that. It had 23 episodes in its first season, and 23 episodes in its second season. So anime nowadays tend to not go longer than 2 core, unless it's something like, actually no, I think, yeah, they just don't go longer than 2 core at the most. Maybe there's some like 30 episodes one that I'm missing, but they tend to not go more than 2 core. And a series like this, I'm pretty sure Urusei Yatsura was pretty long, the original. Where is it on now? Yeah, it was 195 episodes. They just don't do that nowadays anymore, making it over 100 episodes long. I can't remember the last time they even did more than 2 cores, at least regularly. But hopefully this is Ranma 1/2, the remake, is going to be pretty long, because I'm planning to watch this. I'm just reminiscing on how good the original Ranma is, so hopefully they don't fuck this up. Anyways, Nina the Starry Bride is our next anime. Nina, a girl living as an orphan in the Fortuna, I almost said Fortnite, Fortuna Castle town, happens to have eyes of the same deep blue hue as lapis lazuli, just like the god of the stars. They're also the same color as the eyes of the recently deceased Princess Alicia. For that reason, when the second prince of Fortuna, Azur, discovers Nina, he ordains that she will live as a princess in Alicia's palace or place. As substitute princess and priestess of the stars, Nina is obligated to become the false bride of Set, the first prince of the large neighboring nation of Galgada, after the 3rd month has passed. Despite being at the mercy of fate, Nina is just happy to feel needed by someone. What is it that her open, honest eyes see? Man, I'm fucking up the synopsis. The destinies of all the players on the stage begin to move when they make up their minds to protect the ones they love. Okay, so a unique concept. I'm very happy to see a unique concept. But actually, no buts. This might be good. I don't have anything negative to say about this one. What is this next one? Natsume's Book of Friends. I've never heard of this anime in my life, but it's a season 7 of something. Like, what is this? Am I just like out of the loop? Because I've literally never heard of this anime. And somehow it has 7 seasons. It's from, oh, it's from 2008. It's really popular too. I've literally never heard of this. Wow. Okay. Next one, Blue Miburo. It is a historical action samurai anime. So, and this poster looks clean as hell. I'm excited to see what it is. Hopefully it'll be good. Neo is an orphan who can't help dreaming of a better world. In this action-packed manga, did they just copy the manga synopsis? He meets 2 men who show him how much a few swords can change history. This riveting samurai series, from the acclaimed creator of Days, shares its setting with Rurouni Kenshin and chronicles the founding of Shinsengumi by handsome and volatile men fighting for justice and for themselves. Okay, that's kind of confusing. What does that mean? So there's a manga called Days, who the author also wrote, is what I'm getting from this, and it shares its setting with Rurouni Kenshin. Like, it's in the same universe or something, or it follows brand new characters in the same timeline. I'm not sure. I'm not even knowledgeable about Rurouni Kenshin in the first place. But yeah, if you don't need to know anything about Rurouni Kenshin, then I'd probably watch this. The next one is Tohai Urarate Mahjong Tohai Roku. They don't have an English title for this one, and my Japanese is not good enough to know what that means. But it has something to do with Mahjong. I do know that. It's a 2-core series, so again, hoping the 2-core series are going to be good, because I don't want shit for 2 cores. But what is it about? Money, women, organs, or money, women, organs. Kei, a high school boy, frequents the underground mahjong parlor, teeming with desires, earning him the moniker Kei of Ice. In the underworld, due to his cold-hearted strategy and stylish gameplay, rumors also circulate that he keeps a girl at his home. That's not really too descriptive of what it's about. It's pretty short. Main character looks pretty generic. The animation doesn't look the best, even from telling this poster. But a mahjong anime, I don't think I've seen, at least not that I can remember. So it could be unique. Next one, this one looks fun. It's all colorful and stuff. The stories of girls who couldn't be magicians. Okay, it won an award. So, I mean, it's not a very highly acclaimed award, because it doesn't, there's not really much competition for good shit. But, you know, an award is an award. At Litran Magic Academy, 2 unlikely friends share one dream: to become magicians. Kurumi is an average girl who's a bit naive, while Yuzu is the distinguished daughter of a notable magician family. They need to get into a special magician training class, but they fail the entrance exam. All hope seems lost until mysterious homeroom teacher Minami Suzuki arrives, and their luck takes a sudden turn. Okay. The synopsis kind of just explains the title a bit more. It doesn't really go into what it's about specifically. But I feel like that level of vagueness could lead to a good show, I think. It's based off of a regular novel and not a light novel. I want to actually... What's the Japanese name for this? I want to look up the source material of this. That's a long ass name. It's a web novel. Let me take a look at... Okay, so it's not like... For some reason I was thinking like an actual non-anime styled novel. For some reason. But yeah, it is, the source material is like already anime styled. Which I would be surprised if it wasn't with a title like this and a synopsis like that. And we have another magical girl show. I mean, last one wasn't really a magical girl show, actually. We got Lumiere. That's a hard... Is that a real word? Or is that just what the anime is called? Magic Girls Inc. Okay. I like Mahou Shoujo shows. There's never a dull day at the office when you're a magical girl. Are you looking for something new? Something challenging? I am looking for something new, away from all these terrible seasonal anime. Something challenging, something very highly paid. Exterminating monsters is an exciting, fast-paced field that will get you out from behind a desk and into action. With over 500 magical girl companies now in operation, you're sure to find a position and a uniform that fits. Start your career as a magical girl today. Okay, wait. This sounds actually really good. It reminds me of like VTuber agencies, but with magical girls. Oh wait, did I not finish the synopsis? Shit. Kana Sakuragi is an excellent candidate for the job, any job. She's motivated and organized, and has a fantastic memory. So why has she interviewed at over 15 companies without receiving a single offer? She's trying to keep a positive attitude, but it seems like her bad luck is only getting worse when a monster crashes her latest interview. As havoc ensues, she finds herself helping the magical girl who comes to the rescue and ends up with more than just her life in return. Meet the newest magical girl at Magia Lumiere. I think it's Magia Lumiere. Magical Girls Inc. Okay, again, as I said before, sounds really interesting. This is probably, if I can't remember, the one anime that I'm actually most excited for this season. I think so far, I'm probably going to watch Ranma and this one. Something about it just seems so interesting. Maybe it's the fact that it's unique. I don't know, but the next one. Let's go to the next one. A terrified teacher at Ghoul School. Okay, so I'm guessing this is a comedy. Or, well, it is. But I'm guessing it's like, the purpose of the anime is comedy. It even has gag humor, which I'm actually not sure what that means, but I know it's some sort of comedy. Rookie teacher Haruaki Abe is as cowardly as they come. It's hard enough for him to handle human students without whimpering, and now, without, what the fuck is this punctuation? Without whimpering, and now, I think there's supposed to be a comma here, but there's a hyphen. Okay, without whimpering, and now he's going to be teaching at a school full of monsters. It's a classroom full of horrors for Haruaki, and his mischievous students use every means at their disposal to prank him. Will this poor teacher be able to get his group of ghouls under control? Or is this class destined for failure? Okay. I think if it's funny, it'll be an amazing anime. If they just do the comedy well, it'll be amazing. I really like the synopsis. And this concept is actually so cool. So if it is genuinely funny, then I can see it being really, really good. So yeah, I think the third one that I'm definitely gonna take a look at. Next one, Mecha Ude, Mechanical Arms. Hikaru's ordinary middle school life takes a thrilling turn when he encounters Alma, an alien entity resembling a mechanized limb called Mecha Ude. Alma, a member of a rare species, is fleeing from a sinister group hunting their kind down, in search of one possessing unparalleled power. Tasked by their resistance group ARMS, this unlikely duo will embark on perilous journey to save Mecha Ude, the Mecha Ude. Okay, this seems like a very... seems like it's trying to turn itself into a franchise, which is not bad. Because if they're trying to turn themselves into a franchise, then they have to try to make it be good. But yeah, I think for mecha fans, personally, I'm not really too big of a fan of mecha, but for people who really do like mecha, I can see this being pretty fun. Next one, How I Attended an All-Guys Mixer. Okay, so this is another cross-dressing one like we had last season. College student Tokiwa gets invited to a mixer. I'm not sure what a mixer is, actually. I need to Google that. That is the wrong type of mixer. Let me Google it on another tab so I don't dox myself. Mixer. Okay, all it shows is the is the kitchen utensil. So I'm guessing it's some sort of party. I'm just gonna assume that. College student Tokiwa gets invited to a mixer by his female classmate Suo, but when he arrives with his friends Asagi and Hagi, they're greeted by three dazzlingly handsome men. Turns out these three cute boys are actually women in drag, still in costume from their day jobs at a butler cafe that caters to a female clientele. As the six get to know each other, they soon find themselves getting closer in unexpectedly heartwarmingly and hilarious ways. Okay, so this could actually be fun. It's a romance just about, I guess, cross-dressing. Is it? Oh, okay. So these are guys. I thought it was gonna be a Yuri, but no, it's gonna be guys falling in love with these three girls. Okay, that one actually seems, again, kind of fun. Okay, next one, Orb, on the movements of Earth. This one is a historical show. Interesting. In 15th century Europe, heretics are being burned at the stake. Raffle, a brilliant young man, is expected to enter university at a young age and study the era's most important field, theology. But Raphael values reason above all else, which leads him both to the shocking conclusion that the Earth orbits the Sun, and into the hands of the Inquisition. A decade later, two members of the Watch Guild, the Dor Youngi Okzi and the cynical Grass, find a hidden stone chest that details the secrets of the universe Raphael left behind. Dare they try to change their own stars by selling the heretical texts? Sorry. Or would that only lead to the stake and the fire? Okay, so besides it being historical, I guess it's kind of science related, I'm gonna guess, because it's talking about like Earth orbiting the Sun. Again, another very unique concept. I don't know why, like, the unique concepts and the actually interesting ones are near the middle instead of near the top, where all the dumbass isekai are. But yeah, I could see that being pretty fun. Next one is this season's rom-com. Have we had many rom-coms so far? We had this one. We had, this is sort of a rom-com, and we had, that one's a harem, so it's not really like the generic type of rom-coms. But what is this about? They're jump scaring us with a Nintendo Switch on the poster. Mirai is a second-year student at Takebe Gakuen High School, enrolled in the college preparatory course. His homeroom teacher, Tanaka, summons him to her office after he declares that his post-high school plans are to marry her. Okay, that's a bit suspicious. Tanaka rejects Mirai, as she should, telling him that she would never be interested in a boy with long black hair. Okay, that is not the reason why you should reject your middle school student. Secretly an otaku, she has eyes only for Hitotose, a character from an otome video game. The next day, Mirai appears before Tanaka, a changed man. Having cut his hair short and dyed it blonde, Mirai looks exactly like her beloved Hitotose. Tanaka is unable to hide her shock at this sudden development and tries to distance herself from Mirai, while Mirai presses on in his attempts to romance his teacher. It's written by Disney Plus. Interesting. So I think this is interesting, but he's a high school student, not a middle school student. Okay, that makes it slightly better. But this is a very interesting plot. Besides the fact that the second-year high school student trying to get with his teacher. Yeah, I don't know about this one. I might watch it just because of how interesting it sounds, but I don't know. Bit suspicious if you ask me. The next one is Haigakura. Okay, seems very interesting. The art style is also interesting. What is it about, though? The story takes place in Senkai, the sacred world where immortals and humans live. Where immortals and humans live is on the verge of collapse. Ichio, a poet-warrior who uses a technique called Kesai to capture the gods scattered all over the world, and his follower, Tenko, search for the four devil gods who hold the key to collapse of Senkai. Okay, very solid synopsis. I think this could just be a very solid show. I don't see it being amazing, and it's pretty easy to fuck up a show like this, but I see it being very, very solid. Maybe 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10 show. The next one is Negative Positive Angler. It is a show about fishing. Okay. This is probably the first ever anime about fishing. Tsunehiro's life isn't easy. After a doctor gives him 2 years to live, and debt collectors come knocking, he falls from a bridge. In the nick of time, Hana and her crew spot Tsunehiro and pull him to safety. Before returning, they anchor offshore to fish, and Tsunehiro catches a huge sea bass in a bout of beginner's luck. As his apartment building crumbles, Tsunehiro's new life begins to unfold. So it doesn't seem all that action-packed because it's about fishing. And to be honest, if I had 2 years left to live, I wouldn't spend it fishing. But maybe this could be like a very calming anime. Okay, the next one is really interesting. This art style reminds me so much of... Wow, okay. I don't know if you know this about me, but it's kind of obvious from my background. But I love this sort of art style from like mid to late 2000s. I never thought I would see an anime with this art style in the year of 2024. Wow, this is sick. But we don't know if it's shit or not. It's the end of June, and the summer seems to be locked in place. Tomohiro Izumi, recognized by himself and those around him as an introvert, is spending another quiet life in his little corner of his classroom, or so he thought. Congratulations, you've been selected as our next student council president. The student council president lottery, held on the spur of the moment by the academy, Tomohiro manages to be the one randomly selected thanks to his ridiculous luck. Now the spotlight is suddenly upon him. As a result, rumors about him begin to circulate. With no way out, Tomohiro relies on his advisor to start gathering allies he can rely on. But none of the other candidates his advisor suggests, from his classmate Kano to his upperclassman Asumi, and even his little sister Hiyori, are coming to the campus. Amidst all of this chaos, even the former president that no one could ever get a hold of, Shio, shows up. Is it fate, or is it a foregone conclusion? The unheard of the unprecedented battles of the random lottery student council president are about to begin. Okay, so first of all, that was a mouthful, and I should apologize for fucking it up so many times, but this is based off of a visual novel, which is very obvious from the plot. I guess that is why this art style. Let me look up the original visual novel, and hopefully I'm going to what's happening? I need a new tab. Okay, I need to look it up on a new tab in case it is an ecchi and I get like fucking banned or something off of YouTube. Wait, what was it called? Hamidashi Creative. I've never heard of the visual novel, but I might watch it just purely for the art style. I love the art style. It's $30. That's all I know. Oh, it's from 2021. You know, I'm actually not a big player of visual novels, so I'm not sure if this art style is still big in the visual novel community, you know, in visual novels, I guess. But personally, I haven't seen something like this in so long, so I genuinely just want to watch it for the art style. Next one. Acro Trip. Shizuko is a normal otaku girl in Niigata Prefecture. She's obsessed with Berry Blossom, a magical heroine who protects the city, but the battles with her inept nemesis, Chroma, have become so lackluster that they're not even worth watching. Shizuko wants to see Berry's full power, a desire that quickly leads to the seemingly timid girl down a path of evil. Okay, this just sounds like what's that anime called? Gushing Over Magical Girls, but just I'm assuming it's family friendly. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's an ecchi. So it basically just sounds like Gushing Over Magical Girls if it was not ecchi. Next one is Trillion Game. Old schoolmates Haru and Gaku will do anything to achieve success. And success to them means earning $1 trillion. But to do so, they'll need to take full advantage of their unique skills. Haru is a persuasive and confident speaker who can connect with anyone, while Gaku, also awkward, is an expert programmer. Will their combined talents be enough to make their dream a reality? Okay, so I feel like every other season, the seasonal animes have some sort of drama, suspense, very anime that's similar to this. And yeah, usually they're pretty decent, so this could also be pretty decent. But we're at the anime that I was freaking out about earlier in the stream. Love Live Superstar Season 3. Man, it's been... This is my second... Okay, so first of all, I need to state how much I love Love Live. I used to be a lot bigger into it, like, last year. But, you know, a lot of the fans on Twitter and stuff are just completely awful people, and it's kind of, like, muddied my perception of the anime, but I still try to enjoy it because it's a great series. People that say, like, oh, generic idol anime are not entirely wrong. I'm just gonna say that. They're not entirely wrong, but it's very well written, especially the fourth installment of the Love Live franchise. Love Live Superstar is actually written very well. I'm gonna spend a lot of time talking about this, so I apologize if you don't know anything about Love Live, but I'm just such a big fan of this franchise that I have to at least yap a little bit about it. But yeah, it doesn't have a synopsis, at least on this website, because it is season 3. Okay, I don't think I want to read the synopsis, actually, because first of all, it's a season 3 of an anime, and I don't want to spoil it for myself, because I want to go into it blind. But yeah, I love Superstar. I do want to rewatch season 1 and 2 because I didn't really pay the most attention, because I usually, whenever I watched anime, it was like at the end of, it was like in the middle of the night while I'm like eating food. So I'm trying to balance eating food while also being like really tired in the middle of the night. So whenever I watched this, I always had like something, some plate of food in front of me, so I wasn't too, you know, paying attention to the anime. But what I do want to mention also is that this is the first Love Live installment or series that has gotten a season 3. The first Love Live series, Love Live School Idol Project, had a season 1, had a season 2, and it had a movie. And then it's what's the opposite of predecessor? It's the next one, Love Live Superstar, also followed the same format. And then Love Live Nijigasaki, the third one, it had 2 seasons, and then it has 3 movies coming out. Probably just because it's a lot bigger now and they have higher budget to make more stuff. But yeah, so it was always just like a season 1 and a season 2 plus a movie or more movies. But it's very interesting to see that Love Live Superstar is getting a season 3 and not a movie. But I'm very happy for that, because the story is still so far from done. They haven't really they introduced one of the characters, Ween. She was kind of teased, and season 2 left on a cliffhanger, if I remember correctly. And then there's another character that hasn't been introduced in the anime at all, called Tomari. So I don't know anything about her. So yeah, I'm hoping Love Live Superstar keeps getting more seasons, and then it can do the Love Live thing of getting a movie once it's over. And speaking of Love Live, I'm getting sidetracked, but speaking of Love Live, if you guys, I could spend a whole stream talking about Love Live, so I'm gonna keep it brief. If you guys, okay, there's 2 more things I want to talk about Love Live, actually, which is they're both gonna be about new anime, so take that what you will, or whatever. First thing about the Nijigasaki anime, I'm surprised I haven't seen it. Let me scroll down and see, or the movies, because the first movie in the trilogy has come out in Japan, but I do not see it here. I want to actually look it up. I don't know what it's called. Is it this? Okay, yeah, it released on September 6th. Okay, that was at the beginning of the month. I didn't even know that. Does it have a Mal? I know I'm getting sidetracked, I apologize, but I love talking about Love Live whenever I get the chance. So it doesn't have a Mal yet. But, that's interesting. I wonder if the trilogy is going to be one Mal entry or 3, because it's a movie and usually movies have their own. But it, obviously, as I just said, it's a trilogy of movies. So I don't know. But it doesn't have any like official thing, because like the Love Live wiki is fan made, I think. But on to my second point, Love Live Sunshine. Aqua, the oldest still active group, announced their retirement, or not their retirement, but like, I mean, sort of the retirement. It's kind of convoluted, but they announced their retirement earlier this year in June, and I think they announced like another season of Love Live Sunshine. So I am really excited for that, but I don't know when it's gonna come out. So when I do another one of these videos in the future, a certain season is going. Just watch out for me getting like jump scared by Love Live Sunshine and being incredibly excited. Cause man, I love Love Live. Dude, I cannot. I should do a stream just yapping about Love Live. Okay, I'm getting super sidetracked, but I have to talk about this too. In my Love Live video essay or review, or kind of whatever you want to call it, the video I made about Love Live, I'll bring it up actually. I mentioned that oh, there's my channel right there. I mentioned that in this video, I mentioned that I was gonna do a video on ranking every single Love Live girl and who I like the most and stuff, which I still really want to do, but it seems like it'll be kind of out of place now, considering I've kind of switched my content to this kind of stuff, because this is the video I'm working on is just it's pretty similar to this. I'm not gonna say what it's about. You'll have to wait and find out, but yeah, I do want to do a video about talking about my favorite Love Live girls at some point, but it's just gonna seem so out of place now that I've switched the type of videos I make to specifically like video essays. But this is only the first one, so I can still do it while it's early. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's gonna get any views at all, apart from I don't know. It's definitely not gonna get the same amount of views as this video got. I'm gonna guess it's maybe gonna get like 120 to 200 views. Okay, I'm actually so sidetracked. Do we have anything else to say about Love Live? I apologize for ranting about it for so long. But yeah, let's actually get to the next one, because I just yapped about Love Live for a good 10 something minutes. Next one is Lockdown Zone Level X. Ryoka is awakened by a flurry of text messages from her mother. Panicked and rushed, Mom is clearly concerned about Ryoka's safety, but she is not too keen on letting her daughter know why. Her reasoning being that nothing could really properly describe what is happening. The world might be ending, and there might be a massive new life form on the roof of their apartment building. Okay, another very interesting one. Very unique. I have good hopes for this one because it's a horror mystery, and this synopsis sounds very good and fitting for a horror mystery. Although it's already started airing at the beginning of September, and it's apparently not good. So there goes my hopes. It is 13 minutes per episode. This is interesting. Okay, we can keep skipping them. I think we're coming up to the end now. Yeah, we're almost done. In a second after I'm done, I still kind of want to yap a little bit about Love Live, just because I love Love Live. Okay, I can't stop talking about it. Okay, the next one is Mystery of the Dead, which will air in November. And it doesn't have a synopsis. Oops. Okay, it does have one on Mal though. In a world devastated by a zombie panic, the protagonist, Mikoto Amano, wakes up in an unfamiliar place with no memory. She is taken in by 6 girls: Rana, Lily, Yu, Fumika, Murumuru, and Rumika. However, their peaceful days are suddenly shattered when a shocking event occurs. The man who was rescued alongside Mikoto is brutally murdered. The killer is among them, and the next target could be anyone. Set in the Tokyo Kabukicho Tower, the story unfolds and is now in this now sealed off high-rise, where mysteries and secrets attack one after another. This bonds of friendship start to form among the girls. Will they be able to uncover the truth behind the incident? Okay, so it's just a murder mystery. A very sort of generic name. But it is the Japanese. It is just that, but in katakana. So I guess they wanted to write it like that to make it sound cool for the Japanese. But if you're like an English speaker, it sounds pretty generic. But I think it's actually pretty cool. It is kind of like a pretty basic murder mystery plot, but it does sound interesting, especially with it being the setting of it being in a tower and it's sealed off. Let's look at the art style actually. This looks interesting. I really like how this looks. I'm gonna take a look at this when it comes out in November. Yeah, we can skip more. If if I was an Idolmaster fan, I would be also yapping for another 20 minutes about this. But unless I'm loyal to Love Live, I really don't want to get into Idolmaster because of how much I already liked Love Live. And if Idolmaster is anything like Love Live, then I'm just gonna be absolutely cooked. I'm gonna eat, breathe, sleep, nothing but idols, and that's a fate worse than death, you know. But anyways, our next one is Tono to Inu. In the Warring States era, there are those who performed feats resembling demons or gods. Though that is now a thing of the past, the Lord now lives in a completely declined and impoverished tenement. The Lord, who has fallen into such circumstances, encounters a single dog. Feeling pity for its peculiar short-lived appearance, okay, it's a bit rude, the Lord reaches out a hand, but soon becomes amused by its mischievous behaviors. Thus begins the cohabitation of the fearsome Lord and the cheerful dog, bringing peace and harmony to their lives. That's so cute. It's just an anime about a lord taking care of a dog. That's really wholesome. I don't think it's something I would be interested in, but it's very wholesome, very like cute. The next one is Kino Koinu Mushroom Pup. Another one about a dog, I think. A depressed author, a concerned editor, and an eccentric mushroom researcher, and a strange pink mushroom that turns into a dog? Put this all together and you get Mushroom Pup. Mushroom Pup tells a heartwarming tale of the power of friendship, a dog's love, and the dangers of I just completely lost where I was. Whoops. Is that a corgi? Yeah. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Thank you for chatting. I always appreciate chatters. I'm pretty sure that I'm not a what's the word? Not a professional. I'm not very well knowing about dogs, but I think it is a corgi. But where was I on this synopsis? Let's just restart. I can't remember. Mushroom Pup tells a heartwarming tale of the power of friendship, a dog's love, and the dangers of dwelling on regrets. With the help of his friends and the mysterious Mushroom Pup, Hotaru Yuyami, a grieving picture book author, slowly begins to move forward after the tragic loss of his beloved dog, Hanako. Full of laughs and warm moments, Mushroom Pup is sure to find a place in your heart. Okay, so very similar to this one, where it's just like a very wholesome, heartwarming anime about a dog. But this one seems like it's a lot more like fantasy orientated as compared to this one, which is like a master and a dog. But this one seems like, because this obviously is not a dog, at least a real life one, but I guess they consider this a dog. So yeah, if you like wholesome stuff, then I'd say these two dog ones are pretty like enticing, I guess. I also skipped this one because I thought it was a second season of something, but I think it is a new anime. Yeah, okay. Puniru wa Kawaii Slime. This is the story of Puniru the slime and Kotaro, a middle school student, until they cease being friends. Kotaro Kawaii is a second-year middle school boy. When he was in elementary school, a slime he created came to life, and for the past 7 years, he has been spending time with the slime named Puniru as his friend. However, there's one problem for Kotaro. Over the 7 years, both have grown significantly, and Puniru has transformed into an incredibly beautiful girl. Okay? Besides her beautiful appearance, Puniru freely transforms into various cute forms as a slime, causing Kotaro to be both excited and bewildered by her carefree behavior every time. Will Puniru and Kotaro be able to continue spending time together as friends, despite these challenging days ahead? Okay, so it is a romance. Okay, that's what I thought. It made it sound like it was trying not to be a romance, but it is a romance. I think this could be very wholesome and cute. Don't know why all the wholesome ones are at the bottom. Maybe no one likes wholesomeness and they all like power fantasy isekai. I think this is also a new anime, but it doesn't have a synopsis. Yeah, okay, it doesn't have a synopsis on Mal either. I'm not gonna go out of my way to look for one if it's not on LiveChart or Mal. This has a 2 in it, so I'm pretty sure it's a second season, so we can skip that. This is also a second season. This one, okay, we're at basically the bottom. I think these ones are kids shows, so I usually skip the kids shows. We can read this one. That's like 1 sentence long. The story follows an ordinary old man who one day suddenly is reincarnated as a cute cat, and the president of the company he works for picks him up. Okay, again, all these are pretty wholesome at the bottom, but I think it's probably a kids show. It's a short form one, so it's gonna be like maybe 4 to 10 minutes long per episode. You can't blame people for getting into power fantasies though. It takes away the distractions from life, I guess. Yeah, I guess that is true. But it's kind of, as someone who looks at these seasonal anime every season, them just being filled at the top is just kind of redundant at this point, because it's been going on since like what, 2018, 2017, even before that. So that's why I don't like doing it. But I guess you have kind of opened my eyes to why people like them. So yeah, thank you for actually telling me that, because I personally never really understood why people got into them. What the hell is this? It's the episode 13 of something, but this looks weird as hell. Anyways, this is the last one. Pretty sure it's another kid's show. Rakuten Panda. Anime based on Rakuten Panda's official mascot. Okay, I don't think we have to get into that one, but I don't think anyone is interested in Rakuten Panda. I think Rakuten is an online store. So yeah, we don't have to read that one, because probably no one is going to care about it. But now comes the part where I look at which ones I want to watch, and it's not really many this season. I might watch Dandadan, because everyone was hyping up how good it was. Yeah, none of these really seem that interesting to me. Demon Lord 2099, I might check out a little bit of it, but I don't plan on finishing it. It's oversaturated the market though for a while. Revenge Fantasy was pretty popular. Really? I can't think of a Revenge Fantasy. Maybe I'm just like, my brain's kind of mush from reading all these. But I can't remember Revenge Fantasies being pretty popular. But yeah, it is very, the power fantasies are very oversaturated, and it's kind of become kind of annoying. But yeah, which ones? I might watch Uzumaki, cause people were saying that it could be good, but again, Junji Ito's anime adaptations usually don't go too well. At least that I've heard. I've never like actually consumed anything Junji Ito related, surprisingly. Trillion Game, you'll check out. You've been reading and it's been fun. Okay. What was the synopsis of that again? I'm starting to forget them, because where was it? They're all like blending together in my mind. That was the one where they had to make $1 trillion. There it is. Okay, yeah, I'm glad to know that even the ones nearing the bottom are not bad. Because if you were reading it for a while, that means and it's fun, then hopefully the anime is also actually good. I might actually also check it out, since you said it was fun. Where was I? Oh, here. Okay, so I might check out this one, because I've been seeing it all around, and I remember the little bit of the live action I saw was fun. I'm gonna check out, obviously, Ranma. Love Ranma. I'm also gonna check out this one too, and these two back to back. This one, hopefully, I'm still praying that it's going to be funny, because if it's not funny, then it's just gonna be shit. And this one, I often actually do like Mahou Shoujo shows, even though I don't think I've seen too many. All the ones that I did watch were fun. I might check out a little bit of this one, just because, as I said earlier, I really like the art style. Obviously I'm gonna watch Love Live. Oh, it's actually coming out really soon. I didn't actually see when it was coming out. I was gonna come back to that in a second after I read all of them. But I might talk a little bit more about Love Live in a second, if I have anything else to say. Murder Mystery of the Dead sounded very fun too, but seeing as it's so low in the popularity, it's probably not going to be very good, because on yesterday's stream, this one that I was really excited for or that I thought sounded really good. Where is it? This one. It was so fucking funny that the synopsis sounded somewhat interesting, and then when I went on the Mal page, it had a 4.7 out of 10. So hopefully the Murder Mystery of the Dead one isn't like that. You've been reading... Well, that's a lot of fucking Japanese. But... Yeah, is it... Which one was that one again? I need to... Okay. You missed yesterday's... Oh, that's fine. I always appreciate... am I on the right... Oh, I'm on the wrong season. I always appreciate people coming into the stream anytime they have time. It makes me feel like I'm actually talking to someone. Oh, it's... Okay, wait, is it this one? Or, I don't know. Oh, it's this one. You said, this one, okay, it's super good. What was the, let me see the, it's a light novel. It doesn't have a score. I want to look at the score of the light novel. I guess it's under manga. 7.55. Okay, so it's pretty, like, very, what's the word? Average? But yeah, I think, did I go over all the ones I wanted to watch? Oh yeah, yeah, that's essentially all the ones I wanted to watch. Do I want to talk any more about Love Live Superstar? I mean, what is there to say that I haven't said already? I'll definitely be watching that when it airs. Even though it's been a while since as I said yesterday, in yesterday's stream, it's been a while since I've watched anime. I haven't watched a single one from this year, so Love Live Superstar might be the first, but I also might hold off on it just to wait for all the episodes to air, so I can watch them, I can binge them all. I feel like there was something else I wanted to say about Love Live, but I can't remember what that was. Let me like look at the mouse, see if there's anything anything that reminds me of what I was going to say. Maybe in the time that I let the episodes stack up, I'll rewatch season 1 and 2, because I really can't remember too much about Love Live Superstar in general. I watched maybe one series of the current season. I've been really slack too. Yeah. Personally, for me, I just got burnt out because last year, I always did these videos called like best anime of whatever year, and then I just tier listed every single anime that I watched that year. So I wanted to watch as much as possible so I could put them in the tier list, and so that just completely burnt me out of anime. So obviously this year I'm not doing one of those videos because I've watched 0 big fat goose egg anime of this year. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up everything. I could just do a whole stream talking about Love Live, so I'm not gonna go too far into talking about Love Live today. But yeah, I think that's it for the stream today. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna stream is, because I think this is one of my first times streaming 2 days back to back. I want to take a look for a second. The last stream I did before yesterday's stream was a month ago on my birthday, and then a month before that I streamed again. I streamed 2 times, and then I was fucking gone for half a year. But yeah, I got a couple stream ideas I could do if I have the time, but obviously I want to prioritize working on my videos because I want to get it out as soon as possible. I said that it would come out by the end of September, right here. But today is the last. Oh, it's not even September anymore where I live. Today is October 1st, so obviously it's not out. I want to get it out by the middle of October. I know I'm going on a complete rant, but I really stream too. I work best when I have someone to bounce off of. You know, I've never streamed. I could probably like do a stream where I have like a friend or something, because that sounds pretty fun. But I feel like all my IRL friends would absolutely dox the hell out of me. they would say my full name, address, fucking social security number, credit card number. They would say all of that shit on stream and then proceed to get me canceled by saying absolutely horrendous stuff. But yeah, if I could find someone that wouldn't do that, then I could see some future streams being pretty fun with multiple people. Some like maybe collabs with people or something. And yeah, I was saying something about my video. I wanted to get it out by the middle of October, so I'm probably going to, after I finish and post the video, I'm going to have a lot more time on my hands before I start working on the one after that, which I don't have an idea for, to be honest. Yeah, so I might stream a little bit more after I release my next video. But yeah, that's a complete tangent. Thank you for tuning into the stream, everyone that did throughout the whole stream, and thank you, Mr. Infinite Backlog, for chatting. I always appreciate chatters and being able to, you know, communicate with people during the stream. But yeah, that's the end of the stream. Don't know when the next stream is going to be because I just said that. But yeah, everyone, have a good day. Bye bye.